Oh, I didn't see you there. Well, thank you for coming into my home. How are you doing today? I know what you're thinking. Blue, your eyebrows are blocked. You look kind of like a crackhead right now. What else could it mean but that I'm getting painted by someone? Oh my god, I don't have to do my own makeup for fucking once. I'm so excited. So I'm going to bring to you a new YouTube TV show called Let's Paint Blue and See What Happens. I'm Blue, and we're going to see what happens when someone paints me. Will I like it? Will they fuck up? Who knows? That's the point of the show. Hello. As you can tell from that jump cut that I have moved from the middle to slightly my left, your right, you'll see that I'm about to welcome on my special guest. My first person to come on to paint me. The historic, the legendary makeup artist to the stars, Gemini Boom Boom Valentine.
Hello.
This is Gemini Valentine. How are you doing, my queen?
I'm doing great.
Are you feeling gorgeous?
I'm feeling gorgeous.
Yes. That's what we like to hear at the Let's Paint Blue and See What Happens show. We're gonna see what happens. So how long have you been doing makeup, Gemini?
Like 5 to 6 years.
Okay. I've only been doing makeup 3, so you have a head start on me.
I mean, but the first 4 years I was really crunchy, so.
Are you calling me crunchy? Maybe! That's mean. So she's gonna paint me. We're excited. I have my brows blocked per usual as a starting point, and I'll let her take over the reins on what we're doing. Good, I'm a bad girl. Okay.
So, Sherry has blocked out her brows. I powdered them because she's a dumb bitch, and we've done this 3 times now with recording. So, powder's done with blocking down the brows, and now we're just gonna wipe off the excess around her brows, so that way we don't get any texture. I used to block out my brows, but I was bad at it. That's why I have no brows anymore.
I like blocking my brows. I like being attractive as a boy.
Yeah, I look like a rat. It's okay. Just gonna go gently around the edges of her brows so we get all that texture and excess off. And I'm just gonna do another layer of powder because I really want this to be set. Pressed, my queen.
Pressed. Second layer of powder. How you feeling about this?
Confident. I think you will look really good in the end, but
Well, you are a makeup artist to the stars with such legends such as Sasha Soto.
Now we're going in with a primer. I'm cheap and I use a okay primer. I love this. This works really well for my skin. It's the Revolution Pro Hydra Matte Primer. It's a... it's fat.
Oh, I like this though. I like the texture of it.
It makes your skin not tacky, but also makes it really smooth. So I just rub that in my hand and then we're gonna... I do upward motions with my primer so that way it doesn't pull down the skin. It's it's moisturizing. You're supposed to not be pulling down your skin when you moisturize because that creates wrinkles and bagging effect.
Oh.
In case you did not know.
Did not know.
And now that that's done, we're gonna go do her brows. And I don't use a pomade, I actually use a lipstick. I use the Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks.
Oh, I've used that for brows before. I like it.
Yeah, I use Dominatrix because it matches most of my wigs, I guess, when I wear wigs. And I also put shadows over it so it makes dimension. But this is just kind of the base I use. And I just take a glob of it and I scoop it down. And then I take a Morphe angle brush. When I do brows, I usually start slightly off from the center of the natural brow and I bring it up. I don't try to fray away that much from my actual brow bone. And that's kind of the shape I usually go for. And then I drag out that tail a lot so that way I know how much I am allowed to cut off when I'm shaping them. I don't draw a top line necessarily, I kind of just fill and go in as I'm doing it. And then when I get to the center, I start feathering, doing the upward motion so it looks a bit more dimensional. It will make sense when you see the finished brow. And that's kind of the basic shape I go for. And my trick for always doing brows is I look at the center a lot and I see where the end points and middle points of the brows are. Blue's brows, her arch that I put in starts halfway off her natural arch. And that's what I usually do, is halfway off my natural arch. And then I extend the tail, almost a ½ centimeter off her tail, her natural tail. And that's kind of how I like doing my brows, because it fits my face very well. Turn your head this way.
It's just sexy.
And then I never do the entire outline of a brow. I always like going back in with the tail first and shaping that, because that helps me focus more of the features. Next thing I'm going into for her brows, I use P. Louise concealer. I think it's a concealer. It's a base. It's a base.
Okay.
I use pure white, and then I just take a giant glob of it because I know I'll be using a lot of it. And I just pack it in my brush. And you want to make sure you want to warm out the product first. Don't just do it, because that doesn't like evenly distribute itself. And I take it, and then I always go in on the bad brow first, and I start shaping the brow. So I usually make sure to fill in whatever I can on brow space before I put down a white shadow or a white powder. Oh, gorgeous. And then I take a fluffy concealer brush and I just tap it around, because if you swipe, you're picking up product more than you are setting down product. But as of right now, that looks pretty good. So we're just move on to the other brow. And then we're gonna take the rest of the product and just do the same thing on the other brow, so that way it fills in all that gap space. And then we're gonna go back in with a concealer brush and we're just gonna blend that out. Alrighty, gorgeous. And then we're gonna go back in with that base and cover basically the rest of her eye in white. So that way I have a great base for the shadow. And I just do it on the same brush because I don't give a shit. And I just kind of dot it on. And then back in with that flat concealer brush. And then that's her base for her eyes. So back into blending. Thanks.
Have a sippity sippity.
So right now I'm just blending out, adding more depth to the her eye. I'm gonna go in with a black.
So you do put black in there?
Mm-hmm. Whenever I do a blue eye, I always add black because it gives that
It does really. It's hard to make the blue look really, really deep without having black.
Lightly blend in some black. Not a lot, because black is a very intense color that you can't make up from. And then I'm taking back the blue brush with whatever excess is on it, and I'm blending out that black so it gives a nice little gradient. And I take the Sugar Pill Taco White. I cake it on the brush so I have lots of room to work with, and I just stamp that bitch in. Because this also covers the blue undertones that are in her eyebrow. And like, even in person now, I can't see it. And now it looks like she's smooth womana. And then I go back in with that blue again, and I just make sure it has a nice gradient. And then you get a nice little gradient. I take a clean brush. This is just stained. I just dab into it a little bit, and it blends this out into the gradients. And then last time I take the angled brush that I used for the white, and I just stamp it in. We're just gonna go to the next eye. Okay, and now that her blend is done, all the shadows put on, this is what it looks like so far. I'm now going to cut her crease with, we use a lot of Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This is Drug Lord, if you didn't know. This is the best white lipstick you're going to find. I use it for concealer on my eye. I don't know.
Alternatively, you can use a very white concealer set with.
Yeah, but this is magic. I love it so much. It's my favorite thing to cut my crease with. I use the wand itself. And
the wand's actually really good for it. It's a doe foot applicator. It's a really good applicator too.
The way I do my crease is I always start in the middle. And I drag this part out. And then that's where I know my crease is going to start and end. We're now blending out the Drug Lord, so that way it doesn't look tacky and gross. And then that's the basic cut of the eye.
And now we'll do the other one. Cue a fast forward montage.
Okay, so now that both her eyes are done, I either use a pot liquid liner or a pen like this one. This is the NYX Epic ink liner. This is what I use usually. It's a felt tip liner. It works.
Gross. I hate felt tip liner.
Oh, I love them. This.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, this e.l.f. black eyeliner, this liquid liner, fucking smacks.
All Wet and Wild was great.
Oh yeah.
NYC, they don't make it anymore. NYC eyeliner was great.
Mm-hmm. So I use this most of the time, and this is what I use to like outline my eyes, and I fill in it either with that or I just fill in with a black shadow. It depends on how fast I'm painting. I probably will just fill her eye in with this today because I don't care. I have very like equal eyes, so my eyeliner needs to be raised up so it looks like my eyes are going more upwards and I look more like dainty. You still have a lot of like eye space to do it, but I want you to look very happy in the eye area, so we bring the liner up. And with that, I just follow the corner, and I kind of see where the end of the brow is, and I kind of just drag it there. It's not bad. It's just a line.
A line. Whose line is it anyway?
Not yours.
To you.
2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
This is very intimate. Whoa, it looks like my eyeliner.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to fill this in now with the e.l.f. liquid liner. Shake it up. Which I think the only thing bad about this liner is that if you jab your eye and like drag, you're gonna feel like the plastic part on it, which could cut you, but things you do for drag.
This is literally clown makeup, the beauty remix. Truly.
Honestly.
I'm a pretty clown, Mom. Pretty clown.
Pixie. 40 minutes.
That's where we're talking.
This is her liner, her end of her liner. I'm going to add now, I'm going to put pink like right here.
Like in the white part, the crease?
Yeah. So it brings more different elements, different layers. This is a BB
Zahara Benet.
and I'm going to go in with this hot pink, which I think is called...
Really?
Yeah.
Are you joking?
No. Close your eye, because we're just going to add this to your liner.
Do we like this?
Okay, and so now that I've added the pink and I've set her black liner, I'm now going in with this MAC Dazzle Liquid Shadow. I got this at MAC.
It's really pretty. It's like a snow color.
It's very lovely.
Ooh, it's pretty.
Yes.
I'm gonna steal this.
Diamond Crumbles. Didn't know that's what the name of the shape
Blue
was.
cheese crumbles, Your Honor.
Ew.
Blue cheese crumbles.
And then I slightly drag that into the pink so that way it doesn't look like chopping. Okay, so now that everything's done, she has the glitter in her eye, eyeliner is done, I'm going to now cut the top half of her brows so that way they are even in boot fix. I'm using the Krylon TV paint stick and this is in Ep.1.
This is exactly what I use as my foundation. Everyone says that I look like the whitest person possible with this because it's like, it's white.
I use this as highlight though. Same process, we start with a bad brow.
Content. I'll show you content.
Show me your butt cheek.
Show me your butthole, king. Do
No.
that. Do that challenge.
Do that challenge!
So what got you interested in makeup?
I got interested in makeup when I was like 13, 12, and I was watching my sister do makeup. I was like, wow, that's actually kind of cool, because I'm a faggot. So, and I was like, I kind of want to do that. So I'd steal my sister's palettes while she was gone at school or she was just hanging out with friends. And I'd go to the bathroom and lock the door. And I'm like, I'm not going to do beauty makeup. I want to do, like... Spooky.
Dracula.
Or I was going to do, like, I want to look like I got punched in the face. So I would just pack on, like, purple, crappy Walmart shadow and black shadow. Like,
is this about to be Blue's therapy session right now?
and I was like, wow, I look like I got beat the fuck out of. And so that's how I kind of got interested. And I kind of want to go more into SFX makeup. And I was like, that's a lot. That's a lot. And
Did you think you'd be a beauty makeup artist?
No.
A Buxty makeup artist?
No, I tried doing beauty makeup on myself, like, just as a boy. And I'm like, oh, I can do this. And I did more and more of it. I was like, no, you can't. You look ugly as shit. And then I found drag, and I was like, oh, I don't have to look beautiful, but I, at the same time, look beautiful. These are pretty even. And then I just bring that foundation into the, like, between parts. That way, it's not,
So you're using a brush for foundation?
I just only do it for, like, my brow area.
It is more precision.
So that way I don't fuck up. And usually when I do a sponge and blend in between here, I just fade it in between anyway, so it's, like, not the biggest deal for me.
I'm always terrified of using a sponge on my forehead area after my brows. Then I'm gonna smack my brows and it's gonna come off. Because that fucking shit goes fast.
It does. It does.
It is not cute.
And now we're going into regular foundation, which I use... Y'all are gonna be gooped. I use Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation sticks.
I've heard that's really good. Like, from a, like, cheaper end.
There's a lot of... I've known a lot of queens who do use it, and they, like, stan it. I use this a lot, and it stays on. I think it stays on better than Krylon, for me. Because I use it as I use the Kryolan for highlight, and that's all I like it for. But this stays on as my base, and you don't see patchiness, you don't see any like clear visibility between like blue tones and like your skin versus the foundation. And I just smear this all over.
This does not feel good on my skin. I will say that right away.
Oh.
As a person that is getting painted, this feels disgusting on my skin. This is definitely the second least favorite foundation I've ever felt on my skin. Number 1 is Maron.
Oh, I hate Maron.
Maron feels like fucking grease paint. It's really good when it's good, but whew, because I use it for some colored makeup. But this also smells like crayons.
And then I take a Morphe sponge, and then I take a Morphe setting spray, and I just wet my sponge.
I also wet my sponge with setting spray.
It blends better than water, I think. You have a very crimson chin, if that makes sense. It's very square.
That's mean.
I mean,
I don't have a fucking Peter Griffin ass chin. Same today. Oh, you see, you need to put whip sounds here.
It was just an observation, my queen.
Please don't sue me, Fox, for saying the Family Guy theme song.
Please, Fox, sue her.
She's on this video too, Your Honor.
Peter Griffin.
Don't sue me. I didn't sing the song.
She's the one that stole your trademark character, though.
You wanna look good? And after that's done, we go into the cream contour, which I use whatever the fuck this is. I got it from a supplier drag queen in the cities. It's the darkest shade.
Dark?
Yeah. And I don't like swipe it across my head, so it's not like gonna look bad. I just dot it.
Did you get this from Costco?
No.
Where'd you get this from?
A drag queen in the cities.
Prada.
Yeah.
Okay. I had to think about that.
Prada Boom Boom Diamond.
This is dark.
Yeah.
I never ever contour my forehead with cream. I think I have a really small forehead to begin with. I also think with how she is currently, I don't think I need a lot of contouring on my forehead.
And then I take a Morphe foundation brush. Just do this with it and swirl it out. So that way it's
buffing it.
This picks up a lot of like the foundation, so that way it doesn't like look too dark. So she has straight up just brown forehead right now, but that's fine. And then with the cheeks, I stab it in. And then with the chin, I just drag around.
I literally just look like myself. I look like myself with a little bit better makeup. Okay, what are we doing now?
We're just buffing it out with this is my contour sponge. It's still the Morphe sponge, but with a different sponge. So I use for contour. Okay, so we blended it out and buffed it out a bit better. It's still looking pretty questionable right now. But we're now going to contour our nose, and I use a angled eyebrow brush to contour my nose. Just simple shit.
And you're doing cream?
Yeah.
It's terrifying to me.
It's terrifying to me too, every time.
Okay.
Because if I fuck up, I fuck up. I usually start at like the beginning of the eyeshadow, and I sketch out how far I want to make my point of my nose.
I think nose contour is one of the hardest things to do in makeup. To make it look good. I can think of like 3 queens who I think have an amazing nose contour.
Who?
Anita Rivera.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Can make her nose look so skinny. Petty Useless.
I don't know who that is.
I'll show you her nose contour later, and we'll throw up a photo of her. But she like reconstruction. She does the pig nose.
Oh.
Where she paints all this black, and it looks real. I'll have to think on the third one. Coronavirus. Maybe. So at the 90s on Saturday, I stole a White Claw from a white girl. She had it, and she didn't tip me, and she was like dancing like essentially on the stage. So I went, I'm gonna take this, and I chugged it on stage, and everyone clapped. And then everyone stood up and clapped. The whole bus.
And now we're gonna blend it out. I use a
This is terrifying.
Oh,
I look like a crackhead right now.
I use a Wet n Wild brush. This has no number. It is a fluffy, not fluffy, it's more of like a packer brush for like eyeshadow. And I just take it and I blend out the sides. So this is a dark foundation, right, that I'm using to contour your nose. It blends so well with the Wet n Wild.
Are you using anything other than the brush?
No, just the brush.
There's a lot of people I don't think paint me. Who do you think's like the best makeup artists in the city? Like top 3. Who would you say?
Nocturna, L'Mission for sure.
Nocturna's crazy good at makeup.
Brova, Supernova.
That is literally the first 2 people when you say good at makeup I think of. Let's see if we have the same third one. Anita?
Julia Starr.
Julie's amazing at makeup too. Anita's amazing at makeup.
Okay, and now that I'm done with her nose contour, we're now going with highlight, and this is where we're going to right here, the forehead, and then we're going to cut under all of this so it looks sharp. Yeah. And then I take the rounded end of the sponge and I go over the contour areas. That way
it mixes into each other.
Oh yeah, look at it. See?
Stop
fucking moving. Ligma, you're gonna look like shit.
What artist do you look at and get really inspired by? Maybe they have a YouTube show. Maybe they have custom merch with sleeveless shirts.
Yeah, you're right. So Trixie Mattel was actually people that inspired me a lot, like especially when I was starting drag, was like people like you. Because when me and you first met, I was already following you on Instagram for like a good year before I started drag.
I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah, before I started drag, I was like, I like this girl. This girl is what I want.
Yikes! When I didn't even do eyeshadow.
He was just black, or was just fucking light.
That was iconic. Nobody clocked me on it.
Why?
I don't know. Nobody said you're not wearing eyeshadow.
So I'm not an inspiration, is what I'm hearing.
Yes. Continue.
Yes. But no, and then me started being friends, and like that's where I gained most of my makeup, like not skills, but like ideas were from like watching.
Is that why our makeup's almost the same?
Yeah, basically. But then I started going through like Dragula pages and like watching everybody on Dragula.
Sasha Soto.
Sasha Sotin is not in this one.
To you.
TX.
Okay.
This is hurting my feelings.
You're not even in this! People that inspire me now are like Rock'em Sakura, still Trixie, but like kind of the Club Kid scene where the people like do like extended anime makeup, like giant eyes.
Interesting.
Powder.
Okay.
Now we're on like kind of our like last steps of makeup, which is like powder and the blushes, which I really don't use color contour like powder wise. I use more so blushes because this is already so dark that when I powder it down, it just looks like natural contour. But we're gonna go into powder so that way this is all set and I can actually go into my blushes. This is a pure white powder. This is actually the Revolution Ghost White powder. You can get it at Ulta for like $10. I like it a lot. It sets well, and it's not too patchy. Oh my god, there's so much white over the couch.
So you literally set this with not translucent powder, but white?
Well, I set my highlight areas with white.
Okay, so you're gonna do the highlight first.
Yeah.
I did the highlight first, too.
Yeah.
I look like I just went in on some powder donuts. Ah!
Oh my. And then I outline the nose in white, so that way it gives that natural illusion of like it being raised.
As soon as my eyeliner's on, eyeliner, lashes, and like I don't even need lips. It's eyeliner and lashes, and it's like I'm a woman. Where's your I'm a woman part?
My I'm a woman part. I think it's right after I'm doing my contour. I'm like, oh, look at her. Look at this beauty.
Mine is lips.
That's crazy. I don't recall asking though.
And now we're going with translucent setting powder.
Faster.
And I take the whole powder puff, and it's like coated now. And this is my favorite part, especially when doing other people's makeup.
I'm not getting $5 for this. You can calm down. I'll fucking Adam Ray okay this. Don't make me.
Hit her harder.
I look like a Kiss fan.
Okay, now that part's done, we get to dust it off. And then after that brush, I go in with a denser brush. And now we just set your face. Because your face is probably really dry.
I hate that.
Okay, so now that I just wiped off all the baking, well not the baking, but the powder, we're gonna go into baking and blush, so that way it just equals out, it looks very blended. So I always go in and cut under the cheek with a white powder before I go in with blush, so that way it just ends up being cleaner. And now I
boom,
go
Valentine.
back into my Sugar Pill Minty palette. And I use
Mini, not minty.
Suburbia because it's a
The best fucking blush ever.
period.
Very true.
Sugar Pill's the best products, period. But like,
Right.
their Suburbia is the best blush, and you'll see why.
And then I just blend it out so it looks more neutral.
I always was told to hit contours with blush.
So now we're going with Tokyo because that's
The pink color.
That's my favorite little hot pink.
You
blush.
love that color.
Oh, Tokyo.
Yeah.
But I take Tokyo on this BB 125 brush and I just hit the bottom parts of her cheek. So it adds dimension. And now we're going in with the Conspiracy palette from Jeffree Star x Shane Dawson. And this is my signature of my face, I think. It's my pink clown nose.
I look like Rudolph. I deadass look like Rudolph. I look like the gay Rudolph.
And now back to the eyes. If you remember this one from the very beginning. Get back into the blue shade. I love you're like doing this as I'm trying to like put makeup on you.
I'm trying to show the camera. Cut the cameras. Dead axe.
And then take a
Ladylike.
flixie blending brushes. Also doesn't have numbers from the same set. And I go under the eye and I blend all that shit out so it looks more neutral.
Who has a pussy?
And then I take a black, which in this case I'm just gonna do a Conspiracy because that's the blackest black, I think. And then this is your favorite part. Look all the way up. Time to go into white details now, which I use the Suva Hydra liners, and this is in white. I think it's called Space Panda. Time for the nose.
Period. Period.
And now we set all that with the white taco again.
Of course. Taco's literally the best eyeshadow in the world.
Moving away.
You're in my eye! Oh my god!
I don't know what you're expecting. You told me to paint you, bitch.
Count how many times she sticks a brush in my eye. Pistachio. Do a counter. Right there.
I hate you.
I said pistachio is gonna put any of this in there.
Because that's...
Eyeliner is very vibrant. I use eyeliner for all my shit too. But you get about the same amount of control on an eyeliner as you do a tiny brush with product on it.
And then now we go into the white freckles. That's kind of also like something I normally do, or my signature, which I just use the NYX Epic Wear white liner. It's like a gel liquid liner. That's what the product says. It dries matte. Love it. Dogs.
This is like the reason I stopped doing like this kind of stuff, because it makes me look like a deer. I walk like Bambi too. So
Not Bambi.
before the mark got shot.
So the way I do my lips is I do a dark, a medium, and then the Drug Lord all over again, which I'm just using Jeffree Star Cosmetics lipsticks. And for the dark one, I'm using Androgyny. And then for the lighter one, the medium, I'm using Gemini.
Boom boom Valentine.
Boom Boom Valentine. And then Drug Lord. So I line my lips with Androgyny. And I take an angled brush with this because that's the only
Angled brush. I love an angled brush.
because that's the only control I have with lining lips.
So I'm gonna glob that onto the hand. I'm a clown. Honk, honk. I love that song.
Now we go with our medium, which is Gemini.
Boom, boom, Valentine.
lashes and you're done.
Okay, we're gonna do lashes? Okay. Okay. Finished product. Are we ready?
Sure.
Okay, let's count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Gorgeous woman. Ooh, look at me. I'm like a French anime girl. I'm Nikki Doll. Ooh.
She's feeling herself.
I am. I love this wig. And this, I feel very faggot. Okay! Thoughts?
I like it. I think it's really good.
A 6'6"?
I thought this.
Gorgeous.
I thought this is a 6'6".
A 6'6".
Do you like it?
I feel like every woman. I give this an A. An A for apple. I feel gorgeous.
You look really good.
I look cute. Let's let the audience decide. Do you like this? Did Gemini hit it out of the park? Let us know. Okay. That was fun.
It was. I enjoyed it.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
And now we've reached the end where I'm a beautiful woman. We know how we sign off. We're going to sign off the exact same way we sign off on No One Gives a Fuck About Your Opinion, Blue. Ready? Hands on the elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get into it! Signing out. I'm Blue. Bye!